Welcome to GoB-TV. Guerrillas of Booze in the house. Doug.
Christian.
Frank.
And we're back. Episode 2 of Season 2. It's a lot of twos.
Feels good to be back.
Yes, sir.
It's like we never left now.
Kind of, right?
Sort of, I guess. I still can't get the mic right, though, so I'm going to continue to fidget with the mic because it's like a weird, like...
Doesn't know what to do with his hands still.
It's like a weird tick that I have where I have to keep messing with the mic.
We're out of the preseason now. It's week 1, so we
I feel like this is preseason game like 3, where everybody plays, but we're not really sure yet.
So what's up, man? What are we getting into today?
Well, we thought that since on the show we kind of flip around a little bit, we don't always go. So last time we did all Treehouse, which is not common. We don't always just stick to one brewery. So this time we thought we would stick to one style, though, and we would do all sours. So
sours, I like it.
Don't be sour. It's a sour episode because Frank is sour. I don't know. I'm going to keep using the different references. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird.
It is weird.
So
strange.
All sours all the time. It's a sour episode on GoB-TV.
Chill. Oh, it's not bad. I actually like sours, so I'm ready for this.
The time of year, sours are great this time of year, in my opinion.
Not for nothing, but before the cameras were rolling, I feel like you were talking about the sours being good for like the summer.
Yeah. Are you got your seasons off or something?
It's nearly October. Are you aware where you are?
It's still somewhat warm out.
Somewhat.
No, it's not. So for those of you tuning in, a little inside baseball here is we actually just recorded the second episode of our podcast, which is GoB Radio, available to you at the WGOB network on iTunes, Stitcher, Pandora, or not Pandora. Pandora would be weird. Google Play, SoundCloud, because we're SoundCloud rappers now, but we don't rap.
Chill.
I tell you that because this show, there's a potential that this show could go off the rails quickly based on what we were drinking. We drinked all other half beer. We drinked. Did you see that?
We drank.
Yeah.
So you hear the effects right now, actually.
We drank all other half beers. All were like Imperial IPAs. We started with a 10%. We did go down the road from there.
10.5%, actually.
So, to say that I might be feeling the beer a little bit is an understatement.
You're welcome.
So the sours are going to be a welcome sight with the ABV being a lot lower.
Right. Theoretically, I mean, I don't know what we're going to drink here yet tonight, but the ABV should be lower, I would think, and so these should be a little bit more refreshing than what we just pounded through.
Maybe it'll actually sober us up, if that's possible.
That is not possible.
Done.
If you're joining us for the first time, if you're a version of the show, if that's possible, there's a little bit of a structure we like to follow. That's 4 beers, one from each of us and one for luck, and we put our heads together at the end and kind of decide which of those beers we like the best. There's 3 of us, so there really shouldn't, it should be majority rules unless we happen to all pick one, which I guess is possible, which we did on the podcast, I think. And then after that, after picking the beer that we like the best, we like to punish ourselves for drinking beer. In a segment that we call Bad Beer of the Night. Everybody's favorite. Bad Beer of the Night.
My least favorite part.
Everyone's favorite to watch us suffer. Not our favorite to drink. But it's part of the show. We got to do it. It's tradition.
It is. It's beautiful. All the beers are stored cold in Chris's magic sack.
Oh.
So I have to reach into Chris's magic sack.
You're going to do it again. This is a bit uncomfortable. Let me slide over a bit.
We're going to pull out our first beer here.
Get real comfortable there, Chris.
Jeez, I tell you.
I don't know what this is, but it feels heavy.
What do you got, Doug? Heavy sack.
Oof. So this is the Nightmare on Brett Crooked Stave, a dark sour ale aged in Leopold Brothers whiskey barrels.
Wow.
Who brought this?
That would be me.
Frank, you want to talk any more about this fucking thing, or?
This is actually Crooked Stave is out of Colorado. I've never had anything from them.
It looks like I'm going to be mad at you for bringing it, so I wanted to hand it over to you.
Well, I always try to get something that gets your mind thinking a little bit that I'm trying to fuck you over, which is probably right. And I don't know. It looked evil. The label is like a ghoul in the dark red night. And anything to try to get you from having a horrible evening is my intention, Doug. So,
one of my good friends, folks.
Yeah, and you're evil, Frank, so it's fitting.
So, to keep in my theme which I like to do, this is a 9.6% sour, which is a little higher than most sours usually are.
So let's go back to the beginning where we said, well, at least it's going to be smaller ABVs and we should be good. And we'll throw that directly out the window.
I think Frank is literally trying to kill us.
I'm trying to keep you on your toes, Doug.
You're trying to keep us in the ground.
I mean, let's get into that. Why don't you rip that cage off and aim that directly at Chris's eye?
It's all fun and games till you lose an eye. Cool bottle, though, Frank, I got to say.
Chris, just stand there.
Frank, do not do that, please. Aim it the other direction.
If that goes everywhere, you're cleaning it up. Oh,
That's
look
not
at
that bad.
Frank,
good smoke.
aim your money shot elsewhere, Frank.
Man,
This time.
Oh, look at that. That looks
Oh,
absolutely
what
delicious.
the fuck is that? What is that?
It looks
It looks like coffee. Did you bring a fucking stout, Frank?
So, like I said, it's a dark sour ale in barrels.
This is bullshit.
Where are we pouring to?
I went off the show.
Lettering?
I put it to the top because it's a bigger bottle. We might have.
All right, so don't be a hero. We don't have to. I mean,
Oh, you get your end of it. Man, it does look like a stout, though. I mean, holy mackerel. I didn't see any coffee on there on the description.
that
Why you
is
like pouring that? Huh?
what do you mean light pouring it?
Top of the letters there, bud. Top of the letters.
So why don't we just level them all off at this point? Because there's almost nothing left in there. How's that sound?
Great. I didn't realize we were going to be having a stout tonight. So it's pitch black, like you would expect a stout to be.
It's like, it was put through a charcoal
I'll give you the last
funnel.
The last.
It's got a
No
light
worms.
tan head
Tan head.
that dissipated quickly. Is that going to work?
Light
on the-
lacing. Yeah, let's not.
Don't hit the
Don't
table.
smash
Somebody
glass.
hit the table. Don't do
You
that.
should put that actually down. We don't need to put it up
Ah,
there.
it's good.
It's
Okay.
good.
It'll be
All
fine.
right.
We're good.
Yeah, some freckles in there.
Oh
Chris.
yeah, I got freckles in there.
He's got some foreign material in the bottom of his glass.
You know, it looks like literally mold because of the color of the beer. It looks like there's mold in my beer.
Thankfully, I don't have foreign material in my glass for the
Mine's
first time.
dark
in
enough so I don't see anything.
Awesome. I can't wait to drink this. I tell you.
You know, not for nothing. We have some bright lights down here, and I'm telling you, the light is not even. It's not even thinking of passing through this beer.
No.
The light is hitting the beer and going, we're good. We'll stay over here. We're
Doug.
going to be over here.
Doug.
Yeah.
Again, you're welcome.
Thanks for that.
Well, I like the bottle and I like the name, so it's got that going for it. I'm not sure if I'm gonna like anything else, but we'll find out.
Well, here's the best part, Chris. Take a whiff out of that.
Oh, let me sniff that since I can't
Get those aromas in
ever, since I don't have a sense of smell.
Oh,
Smells good though.
It doesn't. It smells like
Yes,
shit.
it does.
Frank,
what
It
are you
smells like a
talking about?
sour shit. It smells like somebody took a sour shit.
Now, I know you brought it, but you know, be honest, Frank. Be honest.
It smells like barrel-aged rum.
What is this? Nightmare on Is it like Nightmare on Elm Street? It smells like Freddy Krueger's sour shit.
What is it with you and picking off the bottle from there?
Dark sour ale. I know you said this already.
Yes, we said this.
Whiskey barrels.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I guess we don't have to guess that the sour strain, that is definitely going to fall on break, and I'm going to be mad at you.
We're good.
The sour strain obviously comes from the Brettanomyces, which is why it's Nightmare on Bread, obviously.
Right.
All right, so what does it smell like? It smells like sour.
It smells like sour, like vinegar.
It smells like sour and hatred.
Yeah.
Hatred. I like that. It smells
It
like
does
hatred.
smell a little vinegary.
Yeah, vinegary.
It smells a little
You don't smell
like, I don't know, woody, oaky.
That's the barrel. The
Okey
barrel
doke.
aging.
Oh, is it barrel aged?
Yeah.
Oh, it is barrel aged.
Whiskey
well, there you
barrels.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got that like
Smell
barrel
whiskey.
aged
I
rum.
it smells boozy a little bit,
Yeah.
if that's possible.
It probably tastes like whiskey, I'm sure.
It's like barrel aged rum and chocolate. I don't know what you're talking about.
It smells like my dog's ass, though, a little bit.
Really? That's a decent smelling ass, I guess.
I feel like Frank's more excited about this beer.
You heard
than
it here first.
Better that than shit.
My
man.
dog has a decent smelling
Frank,
ass.
are you sniffing his
Follow
dog's
the
ass?
Gorillas of
This is-
Booze Hounds at Gorillas Booze Hounds.
Speaking of,
At Gorilla Booze Hounds on Instagram.
You might see a video of Frank sniffing their ass.
Yeah, we can put that out. We can make that happen.
We could figure it out.
You just went right in, huh? All right.
Well,
oh boy.
so you're not as excited about the taste.
Yeah. Well,
Whoa.
I'm sorry. We fast forward to this bad beer of the night segment.
You know, if it's possible.
Oh my God.
If it's possible for this beer actually to look better than it tastes, and it looks terrible, I think it looks better than it tastes.
Holy shit.
As crazy as that sounds.
We just took a shot of like vinegar.
It's
yeah.
It's vinegar.
Yeah, it is vinegar. That's 100%. See, it's funny because the podcast, it was kind of hard for us to figure out what some of the flavor profiles were. This one, no question, vinegar.
No question.
No question, vinegar.
Oh fuck.
Like not even good vinegar. Like apple vinegar, apple cider vinegar.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question, dickhead. They didn't have a smaller bottle of this?
No, they did not. Apparently, this is the normal size for these kind of beers. You get like vinegar and champagne.
Oh, it's so bad.
I don't get the champagne.
Really?
I get all vinegar.
Yeah, it's super
Like
vinegar.
vinegar
It's
and
super
burning.
Yeah, like,
burning.
The burning could be a little bit of whiskey
What did you eat?
flavor. I ate 4 fucking other half beers that I didn't really
Oh,
love.
that's cute. That's
It's
true.
almost like it tastes like acid reflux. Like if
It
you-
tastes like acid reflux. That's a good call.
exactly.
It tastes like what goes on in my body
It tastes
after I
like
drink
it
this
feels.
beer. It tastes just like it feels.
It tastes what it's causing at this moment. Honestly.
I don't even taste the cherries, dude.
I taste my own stomach bile.
That's what I taste too. And I don't even have a reflux issue, and I taste it.
You know what this tastes like when you have like some fruit juice or something, and then you have one of those vomit burps, one of those burps, and you're like,
Yeah,
Oh,
and then you got to re-swallow it.
there.
you're just powering right through that, aren't you?
No, I'm not. Oh god.
As always in Guerrillas of Booze, throw up.
Is
when
this
you have-
bad beer of the night? Did you fuck me on this one, Frank?
We
It should-
fast forwarded to the end
should
of the
be.
segment.
It should be.
This is like Benjamin Button episode where we're gonna start with bad beer of the night and go backwards. Oh,
Well, the cork's nice. That's about it.
does the cork? Can
Can
the
you not kick the bottle off the table?
The cork doesn't even smell. Fucking. Does the cork smell, Chris? Did you get any aromas off there?
No.
No.
It looks like a nook. It looks like a chest.
Why don't
piece.
you a nook?
A rook. A rook.
nook?
Oh my god! I meant
It
to
looks
say
like an
rook.
Amazon reader. Man, I gotta really squint to read this book.
Oh man,
Oh
It
fucking A.
looks like a nook.
man.
That's a new piece. It's coming.
So slug. I mean, what do you
Chest
think about
2.0.
this?
Fuck you, Chris.
Well, here's what we'll do, right?
Whose idea was it to pour the whole?
I'm gonna rate this bitch right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a whopping 1.5.
Ooh.
you're a generous guy.
That high, huh?
Yeah, you know, for viewership reasons.
I gotta tell you, before I start rating anything, we're tiptoeing into this weird world. Jesus. Weird world where I feel bad giving a low score to anything that isn't like a mainstream brewery. You know what I mean? Like,
Budweiser.
right. And I always say that, like, you know, like a microbrewery, whatever. I always start with like a 3 as my low point. That is not going to be the case here.
Crooked Stave. Don't do that again. Please.
You don't like the
for the love
Nightmare on Brett Street.
for the love of
It's not
humanity.
street. There's no street. Am I making street up? It just says Nightmare
Yeah,
on
it's just
Brett.
Nightmare
Right?
on Brett.
Well, that would be the continuation if there was.
Chris, I'm
but-
begging you. Can you grab that bottle? Great. Watch your grass, Chris.
You rat. Unbelievable. What a slug. I knew it.
Got him.
Oh, this sucks.
You know, I'm gonna finish my glass real quick.
Oh my god.
We didn't have a good watch your glass moment.
Now he chugs his now. What a
Listen.
dick.
As always on Girls of Booze.
You got
Finish your
it.
booze.
Fuck. This sucks.
That's a lot of vinegar, bro. We get a fucking Cobb salad.
Oh god. And we're gonna sit here for half an hour now. Good job. Yeah. It's gonna take me half an hour to fucking finish this now.
Oh
It's great.
shit!
Wonderful.
What do you give it, Doug?
I'm gonna give it a 1. Chris's veins popping out of his forehead out of 5. So I'm gonna give it a 1.
Why are the veins popping my head? I wonder why that's happening.
All that malt vinegar. In your
More vinegar.
You know what would be good? This would be good with like French fries.
Yeah, just.
Yeah, right. There's like the
Five Guys.
the vinegar potato
Or
chips.
potato
Oh
Yeah.
shit! You know what? That's not a bad idea. Can we throw fries on the segment or no?
Can I literally lower my rating now that you poured your whole beer in mine? Then I'm more angry. Is that possible? No, I'm gonna give it what I was
Angry
gonna.
Italian.
Oh, it's so bad.
I was gonna give it what I was gonna give it before that act of violence that just occurred. So, again, it's a good brewery. Don't do it again in terms of the beer. 0.75.
0.7.
Man.
Yeah, I just hate it, and I hate it even more now.
You want to put that bottle back up?
Yeah, we have nothing else to
So-
pour in my glass. Here, why don't you do it? I don't trust you.
Paranoid bastard.
That's the Nightmare on Brett from Crooked Stave, the dark sour ale aged in whiskey barrels.
Oh my god, that's terrible.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thanks, Frank.
Thanks, Frank. Did we say the alcohol? Yeah, 9.66% alcohol by volume. Yeah, just go ahead and just swirl that right into the bar top. That should be fine. Oh, this is interesting. This is the first bottle I've seen that says serve at 46 to 54 degrees Fahrenheit.
Oh, I'm sure it's better warmer.
Sure, it's
Yeah.
better warmer.
Yeah, it's great.
Right.
Really good advice. They want to make you hate it even more.
Well, maybe it really brings out the flavors.
So I'm
I
sorry.
mean, you've been nursing this beer for so long. You should.
Oh
right.
yeah, I was nursing the full glass that was just poured in there. Yeah, that's good.
Shit.
Yeah, that's what you get for pouring in my glass.
So that's what I get. You're still gonna lose. You're up 2.
Yeah.
Oh, look at you! You almost got it all.
Oh, yeah.
Finish that booze, Chris. Oh, how did you keep that down? Are you gonna keep that down?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, good.
I think I might have. I'd rather have a stout than that fucking thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I would much rather have a stout. I think Doug
I think I would
might
rather have a stout too.
And Doug
Although-
hates stouts.
That's actually a good segue because the Girls of Booze are going to introduce a new show. Not a new show, but a new series that we're going to call Stout of the Union, where we're going to kind of go one stout at a time, short, quick episodes, not long episodes like this. One stout. We're going to look at a stout. We're going to keep going to see if there's any stouts in the United States that make us change our minds about liking stouts.
I like it. Well, you know, Frank and I like stouts, but
Who the fuck told you that I like stouts?
you did.
You didn't get on the same page with Frank on that one.
Good point. You better find that footage. And if you got any suggestions, please throw them out there.
Yeah. As always, if there's suggestions of stouts that you think we should try, guerrillasofbooze@gmail.com or slide into the DMs.
Chill.
But no, seriously, or send us a message. And obviously not a night to end all dawns and all that stuff from Kane, because we know we're talking about more like readily accessible stouts. Occasionally, we'll try to get stouts from breweries and stuff like that, but we want stuff that we can try to hit the store and figure it out and try to see if there's any shot. I don't think there's any chance, but we thought it would be a fun episode. Anyway.
You never know.
Or a fun series, not episode.
What do we got?
So next out of the Magic Sack, we have the Paradox Beer Company. They've called it Skully number 57, but it's a number 57. It's Pina Cielo. Hold on. Let me have the guy that speaks Spanish to say that name.
It is Pina Cielo.
Exactly like I said.
It's pineapple sky.
That's
sky
your.
pineapple.
That's your. What's that?
Sky pineapple.
Sure it is. So that's your wild sour ale brewed with pineapples and cinnamon, aged in wine barrels. Now, it's bottled conditioned, and that's important to note because obviously you're not going to be able to see this, but there is a thick layer on the bottom here of sediment and stuff, so I'm just going to do this.
Look at that. Yeah.
Oh, that was uncalled for.
We'll just make sure
completely uncalled for.
We'll make sure we get all that in
Why
there.
couldn't we
And
just leave that
that's
shit
the
at the
Look at
bottom?
that.
That is the wildness of it.
What are we doing?
Wow.
Well, I'm mad at you for bringing the last beer. Look at that.
Oh, that shit better taste amazing.
You know, I'm still 10 times more excited about this beer than the one we just had, I'll be honest.
It's definitely clearer.
So let me read from the bottle. Again, this is AKA Skully Barrel number 57. Fruit has an afterlife. Fermentation begins the process of transformation that refines fruits to their essence. A true reflection of one season and one place. This inspired wild sour golden ale began with the open fermentation of whole pineapples in our 300-gallon cool ships. Cinnamon and dark brown sugar were added to further the evolution of flavors and hint at this drink's origins in pre-Columbian Mexico. Salud. And this is great because we always talk about we don't have a food guy. This is the first bottle I've seen. It tells you it pairs well savory with tacos al pastor and ceviche.
Yeah, ceviche.
Cheeses like queso chihuahua and queso añejo. Mm-hmm. And it's luchadors. It pairs well with luchadors.
Luchadors. We got to get the masks.
Mil Mascaras, Blue Demon, and El Santo.
Wow.
Interesting.
Wow.
This beer was bottled with living yeast, open and pour gently. What they mean is don't just swirl it all into the into the beer like I just did.
Good job.
Because I'm mad at everybody. So let me pop the top here and crack this Jimmy Jammy open. See what happens.
Can we do me a favor?
Yes.
Can we not pour that last bit to anybody?
I don't know.
You don't want that layer, Frank?
Look at that smoke.
Oh,
look at that.
baby. That's great.
That's great.
Did the beer just come on you, Doug?
Gotta love that.
It's a lot of active yeast in that one, huh?
The beer just came.
It's my own fault. I shouldn't have shaken it up.
Well, you're a dickhead.
Well, you're an asshole. So there you go.
Frank,
you
you're
definitely got to pour a little more than that in your glass.
Well, I mean, I got 6 inches of fucking head. So it's a bright white or a creamy white head.
Oh my Lord, look at this.
You got about 2 fingers ahead there, Doug.
Good. Look at this.
My whole hand smells like the inside
Oh
of an
my
anus.
God, I'm getting so much
Look at those freckles.
shit in my glass.
Boy,
It is a soap. The head is soap suds for sure.
Morgan Freeman
Soap Suddy White.
is prevalent.
Look at that.
Did you? Oh, Frank, I was gonna pour more for myself. Good, thanks. You took one for the team. Nobody wants the yeast.
No,
No,
that's for you, sir.
That's all you, Doug. You brought the beer, so yeah, it's only fitting.
Right.
Wow. There's like no lacing. You see how that shit just drops right down?
Fuck, wasn't the last beer?
Here, I joined you. Look, there we go.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right. So everybody has a normal 2 fingers. Chris has a whole handful of.
Chris has legitimately a handful of head.
I got
Oh
the back end of the bottle. That's awesome. All the wild yeast.
Yeah, but you had the head before. You had the big fucking giant head before I poured the rest of it in there.
That's true. Well, the beer came on you when you opened it, so
Oh, look at that.
we're even.
So for a sour, they super hazy.
This
I got lots of.
I have a good.
a whole culture. There's a whole family living.
I've got an inch of. I've got a colony of Morgan Freeman's freckles in mine.
It's like
hell.
you put like oatmeal in your glass. And
I mean, it looks like that. Goodness.
I got to tell you, when we talked sours, though, this is kind of the color I was expecting for all of our beers.
Yes.
Normally.
I did not expect the color last beer for a sour. I'll tell you that much.
Again, you're welcome.
It smells like pineapple. I mean, it smells like a pineapple rind.
A little bit.
Or like a maybe the skin of the pineapple before you get into it. Maybe that's a better explanation.
Well, you know what's going on when you poured the whole beer into my glass on the last beer. It spilled all over the place. Now my hands.
The whole beer.
There's a
whole beer.
There's a.
You had a third of a glass of mine.
Well, there's a sticky layer on the table from the beer that spilled out, which is my hands are in there. No.
Keep your shit, keep it in your glass, Chris. What do you want me to tell you?
Well, I moved my glass. I know you
Exactly. You should have moved your glass. Have you not learned your lesson? Is this going to be another one of these wives' tales where the glass is going to turn out it was over on that shelf when I tried to pour the beer into it?
Hopefully you don't pour it on
here. It was over there. It was over here.
Just don't pour it on my junk. That's all I ask.
I can't promise it. It's right on my dick.
Season 1.
All right, focus.
FYI.
So yeah, I get the pineapple. It smells like it was like put in a grass clipping Randall. You get that?
Boy, we are
like a regular pineapple through a Randall of grass clippings.
Yeah.
We are deteriorating.
Yeah, I mean it's earthy. It's
earthy as hell.
It's barnyardy a little bit.
It's almost like a farmhouse ale. No.
Yeah, a little bit.
You know?
But definitely pineapple. I mean, the pineapple's definitely there for sure. It actually smells pretty pleasant to me, in my opinion.
Pretty good.
But that's a lot of the wild hops, though. That a lot of beers we had, it's a similar thing.
Oh, you know how wild hops smell?
No, I don't. But I'm basing
what the fuck is a wild hop?
I'm basing it on what you guys told me.
I never heard of a wild hop before.
Is that like a wild berry?
It's wild yeast.
There you go.
There you go. That's
I'm
pleasant.
gonna say the same thing that I said with the aroma. This is what I was expecting when we were talking about sours. This is pretty good.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
It's not delicious, but it's pretty good. It's much. Maybe it was a good thing we started with yours.
Expectations is set them lower in the beginning.
It tastes like a pineapple that's not completely ripe, but it's actually very good.
Yeah, actually, I agree with you there. That's pretty accurate, actually.
No, what else you got?
It's definitely.
I can't even see.
You were last.
You were looking straight. Never mind.
Well, he's the best one. He's got peripheral, Frank.
Peripheral.
Got
Frank,
one of his 7 senses.
I got better in perfect vision because I don't have a sense of smell. So.
Sense 221. I don't know
will.
what's happening, but I can't bring one up.
Oh, I'm bringing it up from the first beer. It's still happening from
I'm gonna have to
that.
start yelling at myself. I'm doing a Chris now and like talking back here.
Yeah, so I'm getting like a pineapple, not a completely sweet pineapple, but it's actually very good. It's pleasant.
I agree with you.
A little bit of a sour taste, not overwhelming.
Yeah,
sweet.
it doesn't make my throat want to jump out of my body like the first one did.
You're actually right, Frank. I mean, you're exactly right. Not too sour, but very pineapple-y, unripened pineapple.
Don't they give you pineapple at the end of like a Rodizio to like help your digestion?
Your palate, yeah.
Is there any chance that this beer is gonna help me digest that bullshit that we just drank?
I mean, it can't, it can't hurt.
Is this gonna break down the enzymes of the Nightmare on Brett that I just said was just forced into my body?
Nightmare on Elm Street.
You know
I mean,
what?
it certainly can't hurt.
This is definitely the type of beer that I would crack open if I was watching a little Mil Mascaras.
Little
or, Blue Demon. Mm-hmm. The luchadors that it said to watch.
Okay.
Frank, don't worry.
Frank, you don't know.
Oh,
we
man,
gotta get
Frank
up to speed.
Reviews.
get the
Frank
reference.
Reviews is coming right around the corner. Frank Reviews is
Yeah.
coming where we watch Frank, where we make Frank watch pro wrestling and then we talk about it.
We got to get up to speed, bud.
I'm a
I'm
a promotion machine, Frank.
I am going to really hurt a lot of people's feelings, and I already see it.
And Frank, you are of Hispanic descent, and the luchadors are Hispanic, and you should know better than we do, and you don't. You don't even follow it.
Do you think we had cable in the Dominican Republic? I'm joking.
So
So we get pineapple.
So what do you, from an enjoyment level, just take the first beer out of it. Imagine this is our first beer. What would you think? What would you think of it?
As a sour, this is something I would go to. This is kind of what you're looking for.
Me too.
Yeah, this is what I expected when we said, hey, let's do a sour show.
Yeah. And sours isn't my favorite style of beer, but you got to rate it based on how it is as a sour.
Rate it how you like.
It would, no, I know it would be pretty.
Yeah,
High. It would be
right.
pretty high for me. So,
right, Chris.
so you brought the beer. You start.
This is mine? I don't even know. Oh, yeah, this is mine.
Yeah, you brought
I don't even know. I don't even know where I am right now.
Are these lights on?
Is this GoB-TV?
Where the fuck?
Where are we?
Are we at Frank's house? Yeah, I don't know. Let me. I mean, I enjoy it. I'm having trouble with this one. I don't want to go too high because we got two more left. I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna give it a 3.75. I think I'm gonna give it a 3.75. The pineapple that's coming through is actually kind of nice because I enjoy pineapple quite a bit. Mm-hmm. The sour is there, obviously, but it's not like it doesn't make me want to kill myself like the first bottle did. So 3.75 feels like the right score.
I mean, again, a sour is not the beer I would order, but considering we're doing an episode of sours, I got to give this beer a lot of respect. Doug, please stop that when I'm not paying attention. So 4.25 for me because
Whoa, damn.
I too like pineapple, but the sourness is not overpowering. So I don't know if you're doing a sour episode, if it's not sour, if you should deduct points, but I like the beer a little better because it's not as sour, but there's absolutely a sour taste to it. There's no question. So 4.25. I like the pineapple too. Frank,
Nice. I'm gonna piggyback off of Doug a little bit. And I'm gonna give it a 3.75 as well. For sour, I feel like it's a little sweeter than I'm used to, maybe.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yep.
But it actually is a nice balance. Why are you guys going crazy with the
I don't know. That's how Chris moved.
You see, the problem is that we actually like this beer, and you're still covering your glasses. Like, I don't want the rest of this shit.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind it.
No, but I think a 3.75 is a fair rating for this. I like the sweetness. I like that it's a little bit sour. It's not over the top. And by God, there's no fucking vinegary overkill on it. You know what I mean?
Thank the Lord.
You don't like it that much, apparently.
This is the breath of fresh air.
Let's cheers it up and finish him out.
Yeah,
Because as always on Guerrillas of Booze TV, we finish our booze.
that was not bad.
I had a
like
moment
that.
of horror as I was slamming that back, where I saw all the different pieces of whatever was in there.
Yeast.
We forgot all about that shit.
It was just, I didn't forget about it. I was watching it with my eyes. It was going into my throat. Well, we still finished it.
The
So,
wild yeast is in you.
I don't know if we can follow that one, but let's do it like we do. And we'll reach into the magic sack.
Oh, what are you doing, Doug? Jeez. It's a little personal.
Chris, would you say that this feeling of me reaching into your magic sack is like sizzling bacon in a pan?
Frank, I don't
Sizzling
like it. It's
bacon.
like sizzling bacon. Frank, I don't like this very much.
Oh, God. What's wrong with it, man? This is the old thing.
Oh, my God.
Well, next up, we have from, I assume it's Shebeen?
Shebeen.
Shebeen Brewing. This is the Blueberry Yum Yum.
Yum.
This is your blueberry lemon sour ale. This is what I'm talking about. 4.8% alcohol by volume. Now we're talking. In a 1 pint can. 1 pint. 1 pint can. 1 pint can.
1 pint can?
With the purple and yellow label. Independent Craft Brewing Association label there.
I love that.
Chris, since you were nice enough to bring that to us, based on the ludicrous lyric.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I hope this beer is better than the Ludacris song because it wasn't very good.
Oh,
That's awful.
Ludacris just got some shade for no reason.
I do like Luda, but that song wasn't his best.
Luda!
So this brewery, by the way, is from Walcott, Connecticut. A lot of good breweries up north.
Why did I think they were in Pennsylvania?
Or Walcott, Connecticut. And for me, like, I like blueberry wheat beers. I've had a couple blueberry wheats. I know there's not a wheat. I'm just saying I like blueberry in beer. I like blueberry in ales. So that's kind of why I purchased this. I think it's a good mix, but I haven't tried it, so we don't know. But 4.6% is more what I, or 4.8? That's more along the lines of what I thought most sours would be. These first two are pretty high ABVs, but let's see what we got here. Give the first pour.
The blueberry yum yum.
Yeah. First pour since I brought it.
I'm on a fence with it.
Oh,
shit.
look at that.
Look at that color.
Yeah.
It's like a rosé. Look at that over pour. Are you sure you got yourself enough there, Chris?
Bottom of the lettering, Doug. Bottom of
the lettering.
Maybe
Someone
mid.
can't see.
Wait till the head goes down, then we'll see where it's at.
I have nothing in my glass. That's perfect.
You want some of this?
Give him some of that.
It's okay.
Here, take some of this.
Oh, man.
I'm not. This is not watch your glass. by the way.
Yeah, that's not. Watch your glass. It had like a white, sort of white head that dissipated
white head.
almost immediately, but I mean, it's a sour.
Basing
so.
dragon on the glass
Basing's a little
It's
bit
pretty going
there.
fast.
Very light look to it, though.
Yeah.
Like almost opaque.
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 What do you call that color? It's like a it's like a rosé,
rosé.
champagne, or like
Yeah.
like a champagne with some
A little
fruit
bit of a
juice in
darker
it.
hue to it, though, you know?
Yeah.
This is almost like we're celebrating our bachelorette party. You know, we woke up, we're having our champagne and fruit juice.
With the Pina straws, but not really, because we don't like that.
Oh.
We all have.
Sounds like you've been to them, bro.
We all have wives and girlfirms. So.
Jesus Christ.
No, I've been. How
Did
many?
you see how quickly Chris tried to? It was like those peanut straws, but we don't like those.
How many? How many times you been out and you see a bachelorette party out and they have peanut straws?
I've never
Zero
seen
times.
that.
I've never seen
All
it.
right. I
Never
don't,
seen
I
it
don't, believe,
before.
I don't. Maybe you didn't want to see it, but I don't believe that for
Never
fucking,
seen it.
I don't believe that for a second. But okay.
Anyway. I don't get any blueberry in that at all. See, this is kind of like that weird thing for me where I feel like blueberries is like, it doesn't translate. Well, let's say, for example, blueberry is actually very, like, taint in the flavor anyway.
Mm-hmm. Taint?
Not taint. Maybe,
you said taint, right?
He did say taint.
It's bland.
It smells like that skin between the balls and an asshole of a man.
It's very bland and flavored.
Frank, how would
I
you
think
know?
you're looking for team, not taint, guy.
It's very bland. It's a bland fruit.
All right. Yeah, I mean, it's not.
How many taints would you say you've smelled in your life?
Can you shut the fuck up for a second?
What was the first thing to pop in your head, Frank?
Now, the other thing that I'm getting, you ever, like, it smells like an apple cider for some reason.
Like an ass. Apple cider.
Just gonna say the other thing I'm getting a little bit an asshole.
You guys are definitely like hearing whatever the fuck you want.
Thank you, 10% beers.
You get that like apple cider, crackly smell to it.
You know what it doesn't smell like? A little bit. You know what it doesn't smell like? It doesn't smell like a sour, really. It smells,
you're right.
Like a washed out cider. Maybe is the better choice. Is the better call.
Man, that is light.
Very light. Wow. It's like drinking water almost with flavor. Not much to that.
You know what? Actually, you get like the watermelon.
It's like a little bit of it, huh?
Like a watermelon washed out type flavor on it.
Yeah, it's like a washed out fruit, kind of like almost
Yeah.
sticky, sweety kind of flavor. I don't know if sticky, sweety is what I'm looking for there, but
I don't like it too much. I mean, it's not very good. It's very easy to drink, but I don't like it.
It tastes more like an ale, like a light.
like a pilsner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a blueberry pilsner.
Right. Yeah.
Really?
No, I mean you get there is a sour aspect. I'm not gonna say there's not.
It's
but
very taint.
It's very light.
It's very taint.
light.
Very taint.
It's very taint. Frank, you're definitely not using that word the way you think you should
be. I did it on purpose this time, you dick.
No, he didn't.
That's why I looked at you. I went like this.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
I don't know. I mean, the flavor's a little anal. Yeah.
Here's what I'll say though. Here's what I'll say. I'm glad we're drinking a 4.6% or 8, whatever it is, compared to what we've had. I mean, that to me excites me a little bit, but it's not a great taste.
You get excited very
It's like a
easily,
palate cleanser.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it gets you ready for the next one.
It's like a dessert. Not even a dessert. Not even like a.
It's like that.
Like an intermediary beer.
A lot of words that are being used the way that nobody intends them to be used.
Intermediate beer. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah, but it's definitely very light beer.
Yeah, definitely.
That's what you expect, but
I mean, it's not bad. It's just
the mouth feels light. It's thin. We get that.
Yeah.
Flavors. I still don't get blueberry. Right?
I get watermelon.
That's what I'm saying. I get the
there is like a watermelon-y, almost a little bit of like lemon on the back.
Yeah.
And it looks like watermelon too, the color.
You don't really get sour on this. I feel like they added too much water.
Yeah, I feel the same
like
way.
they wash it down.
I feel the same way. I mean, it is a little sour. I do taste a little bit of sour, but
it's like drinking like a sour fruit juice, though. It's not
it's
like
taint.
Right.
It's taint.
It's taint.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing really to talk about with this.
Yeah,
one,
this one is actually. I don't know. This is like very taint. Very. Nah, it's lacking. It's like lacking a lot of flavors. This beer, though.
I don't know if you're serious at this point or not serious.
No, it tastes like a watered down sour beer.
Well, here's the good news. Ludacris, your song was actually better than the beer.
Man, we're not hitting good today, man.
Good for you.
Have we had a good beer?
Not of these three, no.
Is our best beer going to occur on
bad beer?
On Slash Talk?
It might.
Oh,
That's a scary thing. Oh God, what are you doing, Doug? What are you doing?
So little emotion. Thanks, Chris.
His hand was in the thing.
I know. What do you want me to do? I want to rip the whole fucking thing off.
That's how I did it. I really had to burp too. That's the best part. You got 4. You got 4.
Let's go. That looks great.
Oh,
great. So we finished up with a gigantic bottle.
Is that champagne you got there?
Champagne for the pain.
This is from Cascade Brewing. This is their 2016 edition of their Rose City Sour.
Nice.
This is a barrel-aged wheat and blonde ale with rose petals, rose hips, and hibiscus tea. So it's they call it a Northwest Sour Ale. clocking in at 7% alcohol by volume.
Not bad.
And it's bottle conditioned.
5.
Celebrating Portland's reputation as the City of Roses, we're pleased to offer Rose City Sour, a blend of wheat and blonde ales aged in oak wine barrels for up to 14 months with rose petals, rose hips, and hibiscus tea. Rose City Sour captures the delicate floral aromas of fresh roses mashed with notes of dried cranberries, pomegranates, and a hint of white pepper. I just had to get that in. I had to get that in. And now you have 4.
Yeah.
I had to get that in. That's why I had to get back in.
That seemed forced. That was forced.
I'll be right back, everybody. I'm going to go because I'm afraid I'm going to blow this thing out. Oh, no.
Oh, boy.
Smell the
no. Oh, it smells like a urinal.
It's never exciting for me when I don't have a sense
Urinal
of smell.
cakes.
And immediately he's upset.
Oh, man. What we have done.
Boy, that looks like a urinal, too.
Holy
That literally
shit.
looks like urine. Awesome.
Great. You know what's the best part? It's the big fucking bottle.
Yeah. Thanks, Doug. What
Good job.
What a good friend.
No, center of B would be more kind
Shut
of
up.
just to start, and then we go, we'll other rest
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
No, more.
Yeah. You just pour it out there.
Yeah. Well, it's a nice golden orangish color.
It looks great. Wait, you fuckers. There's a lot of beer left.
You got it.
Perfect.
That's fine.
So it's 544.
Yeah. So you get like a golden reddish hue to this
It's
one.
a golden orangish ambery
Yeah.
color, if that's a thing.
Vitamin urine color.
Vitamin urine.
Yep.
Oh, man.
So you smell any tea in there? Hibiscus, if you will.
You know what I smell? Bad decisions. Today has been a lot of bad decisions have been made today.
Bad decisions.
God,
today.
dude, it smells like a urinal.
I agree.
All right, so it smells a little bit vinegary,
Yeah.
sour, maybe a touch of citrus, maybe like a touch of it.
You got like some cherry in there. Little cherry. Strawberry maybe.
Do you smell roses?
I can actually see strawberry a little bit more than cherry.
Yeah.
I don't see cherry, but I can see
Yeah.
strawberry a little bit.
Strawberry.
It's called Rose City
Is it rosy?
Sour.
It
Well,
is-
it says Rose City Sour. Rose petals.
Smells flowery, to be honest.
Floral, if you will.
Really?
Floral. Yeah.
All right.
I'm going to take a sip here because I can't smell.
This one almost smells a little blueberry-y.
How's it they smell more blueberry in this one?
I don't
you're
know.
right though. I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying that like
Maybe my brain is fucked up from the last burn. It's just starting to come through now.
our body's just like, all your senses are fucked for the rest of the night.
You know what? You want some blueberry, bitch? Here's some blueberry.
You want blueberry?
So-
You got it.
So I took a sip. I know you didn't yet. Raspberry iced tea is what I get. Is that what you get? Raspberry iced tea.
There's
I actually
some-
do taste a little bit of raspberry. I also taste a little bit of like old, like stale, like sweet tart candy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yep.
I'll be honest with you. This is not bad.
No,
Tastes a
It's
lot
not as
better.
bad as it smells.
Yeah.
it's not as bad as the description said either. The description didn't look good. I was like not looking forward to it, but actually it's not bad. I agree.
You know, it's something I just picked up on. Have you been watching Chris at all? Here's what I've discovered about Chris. Chris is he's so tired of getting yelled at for being on his mic. And he's like this.
He's like,
No matter what happens, this is how he's sitting. He's sitting like this. He doesn't want to look to his right or his left to engage any of us. He's
He's just like, I am.
He's
on
talking
the
directly.
camera.
I'm going to be on my mic the whole time. I'm looking at the game.
Well, I was scalded too many times. So yeah, that's what happens.
Just trying to help, Chris.
I do get a little bit of like that rosé champagne taste to it though.
Rose.
No.
I think that
little
there's
bit.
a chance that my taste buds have just been fucking assaulted.
Well, yeah.
I'm not getting
yeah.
much besides
Yeah.
like a little bit of like a old sweet tart
Yeah.
Yep.
and some a little bit of raspberry.
I get more of the iced tea taste than I do the
Get cranberry at all.
rose.
No.
No, not raspberry.
Raspberries.
No, but I'm saying that they're
cranberry.
talking about cranberry. So I don't really get cranberry.
I get raspberry though. I got to be honest though. Like whoever said it, maybe Frank said it, it's better than I thought it would be based on the description.
Yeah. The taste is good. Actually, not bad. I'll be honest though. Even that. You guys just fucking both set it up right
No,
there.
I saw him
What was
like
that?
suck in. I knew what was gonna happen.
I had to burp though. It wasn't forced.
Yeah.
actually.
Okay. Listen. Like I was trying.
It doesn't matter with him. We're still tied.
No, I got 5.
So do
Yeah.
I, guy.
Oh, okay.
He's got like 4 now.
Yeah, 554. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I don't know. It's not bad though. It's actually very good. It's probably
I don't know about very good. It's good.
as opposed to what we've been having today. Yeah, I feel this is pretty good. As we're going through them, man, the flavors are dying down a bit. No, it's warming up a bit.
Maybe.
I feel like it's getting more sour.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm not getting that.
No?
No.
I'm having a tougher time with it than I did at first.
That's because you're a punk bitch.
Yeah, I mean, there's probably there's gonna be,
I'm just joking.
there's gonna be some of that. I saw you look at me.
You can tell by the where his glasses at. He's having a tougher time with it.
Oh,
Chris is now
you are
in
my
the
man.
lead, 6-5 to 4.
Why do I just lose this?
You don't find that it's getting more sour. Oh well, you drained yours like a bitch
Yeah.
because you
Yeah,
have
Tom,
follow along at home drinking problem.
listen, it's thirsty and it's hot down here.
Now Slug and I, we
You already
we
used
drink our beer.
slug, you fuck. Damn it.
All right, I'm just gonna drink this.
You gonna finish? Oh my god.
Gio.
All right, so we're gonna give you time. We'll start over here. We'll come down the
I'm
line.
gonna start with a 3.75 on this. It wasn't that bad. I like the flavor.
Okay.
In my opinion, it's probably the best one we've had to this point. I know I'm jumping a bit, but I like this one. Good sour flavor. Is it? It wasn't really that sour, but
What? Not that sour.
that's what I'm saying. You think
What
it's
are
sour?
Yes,
No.
motherfucker. You don't think that's sour?
Not really.
I think it's sour, but not
The first one was
overpowering.
sour.
Oh, the first one was disgusting.
No, first one wasn't sour.
I don't know. I guess my taste buds are all fucked up.
First
But
one was vinegar. Actually.
This one's this is the one with the best flavor content out of all the ones that we've had to this point. So 3.75 in my opinion.
I gotta disagree with you. It's my second favorite. 3.25 for me. I think it's funny because you read the description and there's some things in the description I just don't get, but some are overpowering, so I kind of do get it. For me, like I said, 3.25, second favorite beer. I liked it. I mean, it was interesting. It was the most interesting beer of the 4, I gotta say.
It's actually I guess I don't want to show my hand too early, but this is my favorite one that we've had so far here.
Yeah, I agree.
It's strong. I mean, it's strong and like it's a strong example of the style because we're doing sours. It's a good sour. It's getting more sour, which I don't love, but it's my favorite one that we've had so far. So it's a 4.
That's Chris.
I'm not gonna dump it out,
Slowly.
Chris. I enjoy it. I'm gonna finish this.
I don't believe it.
He's like, I was saying all that to set you up, bitch. It was a 3.
Bitch, it's a 2.
So just to recap, Doug and Frank, number 1.
Wow. Well, are we picking the beer now?
No. Oh, you want to do that?
No, might as well if you're gonna point it out.
All right. Well, all right. Well, I'm going to differ from.
I might as well go first.
Okay.
Rose City Sour is my favorite.
All right.
Frank?
Same as here.
All right, so then you're up.
I'm going to go with Paradox. You are.
You know what?
Both dickheads. You're both
And on top
dickheads.
of that, you know what? I think the only reason he picked this is because it had everything to do with wrestling. So he felt like I have to like
Let's
this.
get these two out of here, and that's how it goes. Because it's 2
Don't
to 1.
disrespect the
I
beer,
feel a
bro.
certain amount of pride.
It's 2 to 1, right?
These are the 2 that I was involved with.
Yeah. I mean, you brought these beers, but they were my 2 favorite. I
Yeah.
mean, I'm not just they were my 2 favorite, but that was my favorite. You guys ruled 2 to 1 there. So
2 to 1. Rose City Sour stays
All
right
right,
where it
there
is
you go.
on top of the pedestal there.
there it is,
That's our winner for the sour show. As
Gio.
we get that medicine in you.
as Doug does, because we're done.
Oh, God. Knock it back.
Knock it back, Doug. Is your favorite one? Shouldn't be hard. There you go.
Oof.
That's a good boy.
Oh my God.
Man, you know what?
And Chris, while you're up there, take the Rose City Sour, put it at the side so that we
yep,
have
yep,
room
yep,
up
yep,
there
Yep.
for our favorite segment. Bad beer of the night, because it's time for our bad beer. So I'm gonna reach into the magic satchel.
Oh,
One
jeez.
last
Here
time.
we go again. What'd
Oh, it's in a
what'd you
can.
pull out, Doug?
Here we have
What the fuck is that?
made with free range seawater
Oh,
from Rising Tide Brewing Company. We have the Pisces Goza.
Huh.
beautiful.
Now, why would this be bad beer of the night? So let's talk about bad beer of the night. It's not to say that a brewery brews a bad beer. It's just that the beer has been stored improperly. Maybe it's a little too old. Maybe it was stored in a car. Maybe it's light struck. Maybe it was found under a pallet. You know, something
Right.
that makes the beer bad, not that the brewery brewed a bad beer.
Right.
So this is a 2.5-year-old Goza. Damn it! Chris and I are tied. But again, with the Goza, I don't know that it's going to be a big problem. I really don't. I think that this is going to be kind of a letdown as far as segments go. This is probably going to be our favorite beer. So it's a wheat ale that's brewed with coriander and seawater.
Yeah. It's going to be
never filtered, never pasteurized.
Beautiful.
Live beer on board.
Live beer.
And it's a 3.6% alcohol by volume.
Oh, wow.
It's
water. It's like a water.
So we got a can of water.
You know what's concerning? Free range is usually associated with chickens.
Yeah, well, there's chickens in here, too.
Are we going to get salmonella?
Look at that.
Yeah, we're going to get salmonella, yes.
Where's my... Oh.
Where's your glass, Chris?
Where's your glass? All right, watch your glass.
Watch your glass took a whole new meaning. He like packed his glass into a box and shipped it out.
I literally did not wash my own glass, and it's my own fault.
That is a Pilsner, sir.
Yeah, it looks like a Pilsner. Looks like a Bud Light.
Oh,
you know, the interesting... I want to see if this is stronger than the Blueberry Yum Yum.
I want to see if you're... Look at that pour you gave yourself. Chris went hardcore with this pour.
Oh, jeez. You want more? You want some of this?
Nope.
Nope.
Rising Tide Brewing Company goes up Pisces.
Get that sea.
Want to get that on that pedestal real
quick?
Get
that seawater in you, Frank.
Oh.
What do you smell seawater?
So what I see is this is the most translucent beer we've had to this moment.
Here's what I can tell you. It's gross.
Did you taste it?
It's yeah.
Oh,
it's I mean, it's bad beer of the night. We don't do the whole thing, man.
Oh.
It's gross, but I don't know if it's intentionally gross.
Oh, yeah. That's not good.
I can't tell if this is that it's old.
Right.
Or if this is how it tastes. I'm telling you, like, gozas and sours and stuff can survive. So.
Yeah. That's exactly what I was going to say. I think it's actually fine, expiration-wise, but I think it's just bad.
Oh, man, you know what? I don't feel so bad. This is the fucking
that's not
most tasteless beer we've had all day.
This is completely tasteless. It's salt water.
Actually,
the yum mildly salty.
The yum
like,
was better.
It's like if you found a glass of, like, Bud Light in the house, right? There was, like, this much Bud Light, and you were like, man, I can't drink a Bud Light. Let me go rinse some seawater in it, and then you slug them down. That's kind of what we're dealing with here.
You know what we got to be happy about, whether it's direct or indirect? The bad beer at night was the worst beer of the night. Maybe.
Is this the worst beer of the night?
Oh, man.
Just because there's nothing to it. It's nothing.
You know what, though?
It's nothing, though.
I got to say that I feel like my beer was probably the worst one, regardless of this one.
But yours, at least...
Your beer was a fucking abortion. Your beer was atrocious.
No, but in his defense, his beer...
An abortion?
His beer at least had a little character.
A beer abortion.
It had some character to it.
It had character.
Lots of character.
That's like saying John Wayne Gacy had character. Like, yeah, he sucked, he killed kids, but he had character.
Lorena Bobbitt had character. Charles Manson had character. No,
he sure did.
I mean, at least it had an identity is what I'm looking for. This has no identity.
Yeah, this is like dirty water.
It's got no identity. Can you agree with that?
It does. Yeah, no, there's nothing to it, if that's what you mean.
And what does free range seawater mean?
Yeah, I'm kind of scared about
what does that mean?
It just means that it's seawater that nobody controls, Chris. It's free to be what it wants to be.
Is that all seawater?
It doesn't conform to anybody's expectations.
Was it desalinized?
It wants to.
It
wasn't desalinized like the beer in Aruba.
All right, fair enough.
I don't know, man. This is fucking tasteless.
Yeah, it sucks.
I'm kind of okay with this.
I'm kind of disappointed by it, honestly.
I'm gonna. I mean, yeah.
I guess I won when it comes to bringing the shittiest beer.
Yeah.
Do I get something for that or no?
Since I'm so disappointed by it, I do have a backup back
there.
look
at this motherfucker!
Just in case.
Thank God for that.
But we'll finish this up first.
Yeah.
Really? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah. Well, I had a feeling this was going to be a bad beer of the night. So
why don't we want to just chug it? It's like
no, we're gonna fucking we're gonna carry this into the slush talk. You know?
Let's chug it.
Yeah.
Get rid of it. Get rid of it. It's water.
Yeah.
I'm done with it.
It's easy to drink though.
So for bad beer of the night,
no hesitation because it was so boring.
From Four Hands Brewing Company.
Chris, no.
Why do you always think we have to look at everything?
I literally saw you. You fucked up, Chris.
Tell the tape. Dog.
No, you fucked up, man.
This is interesting because
I'm not working against you. Just
this is the second beer that we've come across where it tells you what it pairs well with. It says it pairs well with seafood.
It shows a crab.
This is from Four Hands Brewing. This is your passion fruit Prussia, they call it.
Prussia.
It's an ale with natural flavors, product of the USA, brewed and canned at the Four Hands Brewing Company. 12 fluid ounces, 4% alcohol by volume, St. Louis, Missouri. Best by, not brewed, whatever.
Yeah.
Best by.
Right.
November 2017.
But is that the Loch Ness Monster on the front?
No, it's like Audrey 2 from Little Shop of
Oh,
Horrors.
it's like a fly trap.
Yeah, fly
Seymour,
trap. or that.
feed me, Seymour.
It's a fly trap.
It is a fly. It's a huge fly trap.
No, it's like fucking Audrey 2. You prick.
What
Look at
the-
this thing.
Talk about water.
It looks like nothing. So it's absent of color.
Did you want to pour yourself a little more, bud?
Why? It's a 12-ounce can. I don't want to be selfish.
Is this lemon
We
strawberry?
can send it back
I'm
down.
pouring it down. You pour it.
We'll send it back down.
All right,
Got
all
it.
right, all right, all right. We got to go just below the lettering, I think.
Yeah.
Just below the lettering.
That's what we do for a 16-ounce can. You fat bastard.
Below it. I'm not fat. I'm lean. I'm lean, Doug.
That's you again, Chris. Sorry.
What's the count at?
Oh my.
Did we pick a winner? Did we find a winner for the bad beer of the
You gonna
night?
wait for us?
Oh my God, the smell on that's fucking. It's like rotten eggs, dude.
Now we're talking. Now we're talking bad beer of the night. Yeah, get that shit on the pedestal. Now we're talking bad beer of the night. That smells like sulfur, bro. Rotten eggs. It smells like it smells like somebody
You know
cracked
what?
into a
I'm
sulfur
not-
mine.
I'm not drinking this one.
You have to.
Nope.
There's no such thing as not drinking it.
Oh God.
Not drinking it doesn't exist in this world, Frank.
All right. Is there a way?
Do you know what the amazing thing of this whole show is? You picked the two worst beers somehow for bad beer of the night. It's actually worse than his. I didn't think it was possible to be worse than that beer.
Not for nothing. In my own defense, I
think
also
this
brought the
sounds-
two beers that we liked the best.
That's true. That's
So
true.
on my both ends of the spectrum.
You know your stuff. I mean,
I had an
idea.
idea when I was thinking of bad beer of the night. I knew this
Yeah.
wasn't going to win,
Right.
so I thought that one had a shot.
I didn't think this had any chance, but it's right in the middle.
You throw a curveball, asshole. I don't like this.
What do you mean?
I'm not. Listen, I'm not drinking this.
No, you're drinking it. You
Down
gotta
in one. I'm only kidding, Frank.
Oh
I
my
mean,
God,
I'm ready
dude.
to.
It smells.
You know
so
what?
awful.
Maybe I shouldn't smell. I should just drink it.
Yeah. Why don't you go like this?
No, you got to really savor
Frank,
it.
But
drink
this
it-
asshole,
drink it
like he
that.
has no senses. I don't.
Oh.
It's not even
He's got-
fucking fair.
He's got no sense.
You know, I do have an advantage sometimes. This is when I do.
Yeah.
So-
Well, you
You
winning.
realize that, right?
You've never smelled
Chris.
rotten shit like you.
Frank,
This smells like a stink bomb.
go like this. You want to see how much this bothers me?
Like it smells like a sulfur stink bomb. Oh, what an asshole!
That's how much it bothers me because I can't smell it.
Can you
Fuck
taste it,
and
you
fuck
fat bastard?
and Fuck you.
There's 3 fuck yous. Who was the third one to?
Fuck you too.
Yeah, but you said 3. Were you fucking yourself?
No, it's 4.
He's speaking to his alter ego, the Doppel.
Yeah, that's right.
Doppel Chris.
Fuck you, Doppel Chris. Fuck you, Frank.
Fuck you,
Fuck you, Doug.
Fucker. 4.0. Fuck you.
Fuck you, Doug.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
Go fuck yourself.
I got my fuck you out. So, this is atrocious. Thank you.
This is not
Appreci-
not a children's show.
You know what? Next.
It smells like some sort of weird cross between like a sulfur stink bomb and like rotten cheese.
It was easy to drink for me.
Here's what I'll tell you.
Not a PG
I
show.
can't wait for a stout episode because I'm gonna fuck your life over so bad.
Hey, it's PG.
Stout episode is not going to do anything. We already
Yeah,
have
it
a
is.
bad
Don't worry.
beer for it.
I'm bringing the bad beer for the stout.
We already have one.
Oh, you don't
No.
want. You don't want
Yeah.
that.
No, we want it.
You're gonna suffer. He's bringing a bad beer for the stout. You're gonna fuck. You're gonna be miserable, Doug. What is it? At
Are
now?
you really holding your nose? You're up too.
God.
Oh my god.
Did you just hold your nose
Yeah, I did.
like an old housewife jumping into the
I
pool?
told him to. I said that's how you gotta do it.
Holy fuck, he's going up my nostril right now.
Oh, you're such a bitch.
This is beyond easy to drink for
You
me.
know what's weird though? You get like a pineapple taste there.
Is there,
All right.
Oh my god, so bad.
is there pineapple on here? Did you read? You didn't read this.
Like,
I didn't read it. I don't know what the fuck it says.
there is
I've
no-
had it for like 2 years.
all right, listen, it doesn't
The,
fucking
the
matter.
description
Shit.
is there's none. So there you go.
The first time I ever went to Massachusetts ever, like Frank likes to talk about those focal bangers that are sitting around. It's when I bought that beer.
Thanks.
And when was that? Then?
2 years ago, 2.5 years ago.
That's about right.
I'm gonna get sick from this
Barring some sort of catastrophe, Chris once again is going to start Slash Talk with a bad beer of the night.
again.
No, is it that time?
Yeah. It doesn't even
I
matter.
mean, why does it matter? Why does
Just
it
fucking,
matter?
you know.
Fucking fuck these guys. So yeah, let's.
No, we're not going into that
you
yet.
reaching for another one? I was there with them.
Another bad beer? You got surprise number? I'm joking.
No,
smells
okay.
It smells
Don't-
like
you can't
Lindbergher
smell
cheese.
it, dude.
Yeah, hold your nose apparently, because I wouldn't know.
I mean, I want to thank Doug for bringing this shit fucking beer again.
Yeah. I got to be honest with you. I didn't think these two beers could be the worst after what we tasted. I mean, seriously. And they were.
Oh my god, so bad.
For me, though, this wasn't that bad because I didn't have to smell it.
Fuck you, Chris.
The smell
Oh,
was the
so
worst
bad.
part of that one.
Yep, and I didn't.
Yeah, it smells like toe cheese.
I didn't experience it.
Oh my god. All right. Well, as always, We appreciate you tuning in and watching us suffer.
Yes, sir.
Oh, God. I'm trying to not throw up
I'm
on myself.
regurgitating that shit over and over right now.
You need the bucket.
All right.
Did I throw up a slosh talk?
Huh?
It
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Fucking matter. I just had to burp.
Chris is going to start Slosh Talk
With a shit beer.
with a shit beer.
Boy,
We have another can of passion fruit Prussia for you.
A 4-year-old can of passion fruit. No.
No, I'm
So
joking.
anyway, as always, we appreciate you tuning in. Guerrillas of Booze TV. Put the fucking rose sour where it belongs.
I got to get off this losing streak.
Doesn't matter.
The Rose City Sour is our winner this week on our sour episode. Guerrillas of Booze in the house. We are the Guerrillas of Booze. At Guerrillas of Booze on Instagram. Guerrillas of Booze on Facebook.
We had a few.
At Booze Guerrillas on Twitter. What Venmo? Not Venmo. What is it? Vero? We're still there.
Vero.
Vero, we have one post, if that counts.
Booze hounds.
More importantly than all that, well, yes, obviously there's if you're into dogs and that kind of thing, there's the Gorilla Booze Hounds on Instagram. If you're into fitness and watching him get thinner and fatter and whatever,
I'm not getting fatter. I'm getting thinner.
the Gorillas of Booze and Fitness Empire have joined for the Booze Empire.
Yep.
But you can follow Chris's very, very popular, very successful gym at Fitness Empire. At Sounds by Moon, thank you again for our theme music. More importantly than all this, though, is to follow the WGOB network on YouTube. That's the home of all of our video shows, including Guerrillas of Booze TV, all of our one-shots, all of our quick hits, and the soon-coming Stat of the Union, which we're very excited about. Well, we're not excited about, but it's going to be interesting to see if we can find a stat that we actually like.
Yes.
Also, WGOB network on iTunes, Stitcher Radio, SoundCloud, Google Play. That's the home of the audio versions of our show. GoB Radio, as well as the Booze Tutor, which is the sort of no frills, no thrills, not fun, just straight information given to you about different styles of beer as we go along. That'll also be the home of our Frank Review show once we start recording that, which will be where we force Frank's punk ass to watch pro wrestling events, and then we'll talk a little bit about that.
Can't wait.
Break some hearts.
Is that enough plugging? I feel like I've plugged a million things. Is that everything?
You've plugged a plenty.
Did I miss anything?
I don't think so.
No, I think we're good, man.
Pretentious as it gets.
We made it through the fucking section. It's crazy.
We made it through season 2, episode 2, where Frank tried to kill us with this bullshit ass sour that we started off with.
God.
So.
And then Doug tried to finish us off with this fucking rotten beer.
Yeah.
Literally a rotten passion fruit.
His free
That's
range,
actually dancing in my stomach. As
free range
so.
seawater, if you will.
Good times, good times. Anything else?
Man, we're good.
All right, that's it.
good
So this is
episode.
the Guerrillas of Booze, as always, reminding you, no matter what happens in your day, right? No matter what's going on, take some time, put it aside, get that medicine in you. And we'll see you next time.
Peace out.